The cottage is complete at Waukivory Estate. If you haven't seen it, make sure you head over to Instagram at Waukivory Estate or to the website to catch up on the cottage renovation. And now that it has been rented and so many amazing people have come to stay, we've realised we want to be able to fit more people in, bigger groups, beautiful retreats, and lots of families. And so the garage, which is right next door to the cottage, literally a stone's throw away, it is going to turn into a bunkhouse. Pictures really do not do this place justice. This bunkhouse was first home to Hey and then home to rats, snakes, spiders, you name it. It was falling down, it was on a lean, it couldn't get much worse. And even better, it was the storage space to a very dedicated hoarder. So it took quite some time and many skip bins to empty and start demolition. Once I had this place empty, there was no holding back Ferris. He was so keen to get this place demolished, get all of the old rotten termite-ridden cladding boards off and have it ready for my new design. Once we were demolished, we realised how crooked the structure actually was, and no amount of manpower was going to help us straighten that. There were conversations of, Finlay, it'd just be better to knock it down. But I got him on board, we got the muscle of the excavator in, and now the bunkhouse stands straight, ready to be reclad and rebuilt. Everything at Waukivory Estate is about efficiency, about comfort, about ease, and about a really classic look. So with the sheeting on the bunkhouse, I mean sheeting everywhere. External sheeting, gable ends, eaves, internal walls, internal ceilings, you name it. I've gone with a product from Hume Doors. So it's an FC sheet called PrimaFlex. Now I went with it for a couple of reasons. First of all, it's really cost effective. It's outrageously hardy. The termites can't eat it. It's easy to install. It's easy to handle. And once we apply some beautiful battens to where all the joins are and paint it up, it is going to have the most classic, country, charming feeling to fit in perfectly with the look and feel of the cottage. From a design perspective, I have included the ability for us to put an ensuite in the bunkhouse at a later stage if required. But for now, I've divided the space up into one beautiful big king room and a traditional bunkhouse packed that you could have a group of guys, a group of girls, a group of kids, anywhere in there on triple bunks and single beds, really enjoying the farm. The PrimaFlex sheets are up, and before we get battening, to make it a little bit easier for myself, I'm going to prime with Taubman's 3-in-1, and then I'm going to get one coat of Taubman's Endure onto these walls, as well as get the battens painted outside the bunkhouse. So once we're all installed, I have one coat to go and we're done. Given the amazing connection that the main cottage of the property has with the surrounding valley and hills and paddocks and the dams, I didn't want the bunkhouse to be a closed and dark space, which to begin with it was. And so using a combination of a beautiful large window from Allspec and cotton glass, as well as 2 double sets of French doors, I've been able to make sure that the bunkhouse feels as connected to the rest of the farm as the cottage does. With the structure done, it was time to furnish, and no space is complete without some beautiful linens. So I recycled some old curtains I had and made some beautiful relaxed Romans, styled the beds, brought in some beautiful cushions, and voila, the bunkhouse is ready.